Philosophers talk to our times, towards an ethnography of a self-poisoning mind. 3 moments in ethics. First of all, what is ethics? Ethics is the ordinary miracles that give us wiggle room, that allow us to understand ourselves under the transcendental eye. An eye that naturally would create little empirical selves that would be endlessly disrupted. And ethics is what allows you to renegotiate yourself, to rethink yourself, to give yourself different things to say in the face of otherwise assassinating Kantian causality. And I will give you 3 moments of it, 3 non-Bergsonian moments, I need to say. The first is the Stoic, is the ancient version of ethics. Ethics was a way you've looked upon yourself with your own inner eye and mapped out what you were. You created pathways, trackways in the wild transcendental plains, ways that you could become, the ways that you wanted to change. You rummaged through your emotions, getting them thinking through that which you wanted them to say. You tried to understand yourself afresh through what you were feeling, thinking. You understood yourself not only here and now, but in how you would be in 10 years' time, how you would be at the end of your life. Noblesse was not something you were born with. It was something you molded across your emotions through the agency of time. Ethics was how you did that, how you understood your relations with other human beings, how you thought through what you could become, how you gave yourself a chance to always be different. Secondly, for me, ethics is the get-out clause. When you're stuck in causal relations, for instance, there is a Marxist relationship between landlords and tenants that is very hard to mitigate. If you are a landlord, Marx would say, you're in an exploitative relationship with your tenants and there's nothing you can do about it. It's simply structural. And that by and large is true. But in my experience as sometimes being a landlord, it isn't the only thing that can be said. If you are immensely ethical and go through very careful negotiations with your tenants and you endlessly structure and restructure how both of you understand the relationship, you can say other things. You can create other kinds of relationships. Ethics gives you wiggle room. The transcendental Marxian law will always cut in at certain points. There will always be a moment of tenant and landlord. But it can be said in lots of different ways. Thirdly, ethics is a way of understanding yourself as part of the natural world. Not just in terms of your own destiny, but of how that destiny relates to what the world actually is. So that you look at your feelings not as just as yours and yours alone, but as part of a wider nature. It gives yourself a chance to rethrow your mind, not as yours, but as a natural phenomena, and as part of a world that we must cherish.